All right. Well, TD, first off, obviously you're working with Microban and you just had a special event on Monday evening to give back to some local folks in Charlotte. Tell me about how you got selected to be their MVP this year and what that event was like.
So over the course of my career, my goal has always been to protect our end zone, keep offenses out of it, right? So when you look at Microban 24 and what they specialize in is keeping bacteria out of your home on hard surfaces for up to 24 hours. And the fact that they're partnering with the NFL as the official sanitizer spray, I felt like that was a great opportunity for me to partner with them, knowing that this partnership with them is in their year two as their most valuable protector program. I just feel like that was a great opportunity for me to partner with them. And they share the same values. They protect you, they protect us, they protect our homes. And for me and my family, that was always important during the pandemic.
And then obviously you guys got together over at the practice facility for the Panthers on Monday evening. What was it like to be able to give back?
It was a great opportunity to go and work with the Challenger Flag Football League and the Spirit Squad for their end of season party. The kids were so excited, man. They just had a great time, and that's what it's all about for me, Stro. I've been working with this in this community for a very long time, trying to make a difference, trying to put smiles on kids' faces, and just being a part of that, knowing that Microban 24 presented a $10,000 check as well as giving them products for a full year to make sure that they're protected against bacteria. It was huge. It was a great opportunity during this time around Christmas time, knowing how huge that's going to be for them over the course of their season next year. I just had a great time with it.
And you mentioned giving back in the community. Obviously, Walter Payton Man of the Year. You earned that a few years ago. You're still here in Charlotte. You're constantly giving back. I know on your Instagram you've been posting like, hey, if you're looking for a foundation to give back to, pick mine, like right here. So what do you kind of have coming up for the holiday season and kind of going forward into 2022?
So, it's Christmas time, and with my foundation, what we do, we give back to North Carolina, Georgia, and South Carolina every year. That's been our goal. And during the pandemic, we just figured out ways to be creative in our giving. You can't just go out and buy a bunch of toys like we normally do and give them to kids. So we figured out ways that we can impact and help families during their time of need. So we paid a ton of bills last year for people in Georgia and South Carolina and in North Carolina. So we're going to do some of that again this year. We're going to pay some bills, but we're going to also get back to doing what our foundation has been really good at. It's putting smiles on kids' faces by giving away toys. But this year, we have some extra product that we're going to add in there to keep those toys clean with Microban 24, making sure that families are going to be spraying that down. It protects their surfaces for up to 24 hours. And I feel like that's a great addition to adding when you're giving out toys, having a product that's going to keep them safe and keep them clean from bacteria.
Absolutely. And obviously, it's a new chapter for you. You're into retirement. What has that been like for you?
So far it's been good. And I get asked this question every time I go out, everywhere I go. Do you miss it? Do you miss playing football? And the answer to everybody is no, I don't. And the reason why I'm comfortably sitting here saying that I don't miss the game is because I gave everything that I had to it while I was playing. Over the course of 16 years, being out there, giving everything that you could day in and day out. When you do it that way, when you walk away, you don't miss it. I wake up with aches and pains, and I'm constantly reminded why it was time for me to be done with the game.
And recently, I saw you on the sidelines at a Panthers game trying out a new job. Maybe you kind of switched the roles there. You were being a photog for a day. What was that experience like, and what did you learn from that?
I had a great experience. It was very stressful on the body. I didn't realize how stressful that would be standing up, holding the camera, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I was able to capture a lot of good content that I'm getting ready to share with the fans soon because they've been asking for it. The Panthers posted a couple of pictures that I took, but I want to show, some of the things that I was able to capture because it was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
I told you, just because you're an athlete, that you use different muscles when you're out there shooting stuff.
You did tell me that. You did try to warn me, but, you got to experience it. You got to learn things on your own, and I was able to do that. So I had a really good time with it, though. Hopefully I have another opportunity to get out there and take a few more pictures in the near future.
For sure. And then obviously just, quick Panthers question. You're still very much involved. You're around the organization. You're here in Charlotte, but just looking at how their season has went, what do you kind of think the steps to be successful in 2022 will be, and how are they going to finish out this year?
No, I think this team has to figure out a way to be consistent. When you look at the course of their season, they had ebbs and flows to their season. They played extremely well, and they've had times where they just haven't been consistent enough and haven't played well. I think one of the key areas that they're going to really have to address is the offensive line this offseason. When you look at their defensive struggles from a year ago, they really focused in the draft on drafting defensive players and making sure that they upgraded those positions. And you can see it take fruition on the field. Like, they played well defensively at times, but when it really boils down to it, you got to protect whoever you put at the quarterback position. It doesn't matter who you put in there. If you're not protecting him consistently enough, then it's not going to matter at all. So I feel like that's one of the areas that they're going to have to address. They had a ton of injuries, I will say, at the offensive line position. They've had to plug guys in, and playing that position, you got to have continuity, and they just haven't had that over the course of a full season to be successful.